In a shocking turn of events, Cathay Pacific has made a bold move that has sent ripples across the aviation world. After years of waiting, the airline has finally spoken out about its growing frustrations with Boeing's repeated delays in delivering the 777X aircraft. This decision is more than just a corporate statement. It's a wake-up call for Boeing, one of the world's largest aircraft manufacturers. The airline had placed huge hopes on the 777X to revolutionize its fleet, and now, with no clear timeline, Cathay's stunning announcement raises big questions. What happens next for Boeing? The clock is ticking. Before we dive into video, please subscribe our channel. Boeing's repeated delays in delivering the 777X have led to immense frustration for Cathay Pacific, which had relied on this aircraft to shape its long-term fleet strategy. The 777X was expected to replace older models, increase fuel efficiency, and support Cathay's expansion into new long-haul routes. However, these promises have failed to materialize, and the airline has found itself in a difficult position. Boeing's inability to meet deadlines has left Cathay with no clear timeline for receiving the aircraft, pushing them to extend the life of their aging fleet. The delays are not just a minor inconvenience, but a major setback for the airline, impacting its financial planning and operational goals. The uncertainty surrounding the 777X has forced Cathay to reconsider its future strategy, raising doubts about Boeing's ability to deliver as promised. This ongoing delay has ultimately led to Cathay's public outburst, signaling a major shift in its relationship with Boeing. The 777X was supposed to be the cornerstone of Cathay Pacific's fleet modernization, replacing older aircraft and improving overall efficiency. Cathay had big plans for the new wide-body jet, expecting it to become the backbone of its long-haul operations. This aircraft was meant to offer better fuel efficiency, enhanced passenger comfort, and advanced technology, making it the ideal choice for Cathay's growing international network. The airline had placed immense trust in Boeing, relying on the 777X to optimize its fleet and remain competitive in the evolving aviation market. However, with each delay, Cathay's ability to meet its long-term goals has become increasingly uncertain. The airline had committed to this aircraft for future expansion, but now, faced with endless delays, it finds itself in a difficult position, questioning whether Boeing can meet its commitments or if they need to explore alternative solutions. The 777X was supposed to be the solution, but now it's part of the problem. Cathay Pacific's decision to publicly voice its frustration marks a significant shift in its relationship with Boeing. For years, the airline quietly dealt with the repeated delays of the 777X. But now, they've had enough. The company's executives, especially Alex McCohen, have made it clear that Boeing's failure to deliver is no longer acceptable. The delivery timelines, once seen as flexible, are now being treated as a contractual obligation. By speaking out, Cathay is no longer hiding behind diplomatic silence. This bold move signals to Boeing that the airline's patience has run out and that continued uncertainty could have serious consequences for their partnership. Cathay's public stance not only pressures Boeing, but also sends a clear message to other airlines in the industry that they too are watching closely. Cathay is no longer willing to silently wait for a plane that may never arrive, making this statement a turning point in the ongoing saga of the 777X delays. The delays surrounding the 777X have had a serious impact on Boeing's reputation. Cathay Pacific, a key customer in Asia, has been one of Boeing's biggest supporters. But now, its public frustration highlights a growing loss of trust in the company. Once seen as the go-to manufacturer for reliable, state-of-the-art aircraft, Boeing now faces questions about its ability to meet delivery schedules. The ongoing delays and technical setbacks have raised concerns not only for Cathay, but also for other airlines watching closely. As more and more customers grow impatient, Boeing risks losing its competitive edge in the aviation industry. This is not just about one delayed aircraft. It's about Boeing's larger reputation in the market. Airlines, who once trusted Boeing's ability to deliver on time, are now considering alternatives, particularly Airbus, as they no longer want to be left waiting for an uncertain future. Boeing's credibility is now on the line. With Boeing struggling to meet its commitments, Airbus stands to benefit from the delays surrounding the 777X. As more airlines like Cathay Pacific grow frustrated, they may turn to Airbus for a more reliable solution. The A350, already in service, has proven itself as a capable long-haul aircraft, offering fuel efficiency and superior aerodynamics. Unlike the 777X, the A350 comes without the uncertainty of ongoing delays. Cathay Pacific, facing mounting pressure to modernize its fleet, may see Airbus as a safer option to fulfill its long-haul needs. The A350 proven track record makes it a strong competitor, especially for airlines looking to move forward with their fleet modernization plans. As Boeing struggles to meet deadlines, Airbus could not only capture Cathay Pacific's business, but also attract other airlines looking for stability and timely deliveries. In this scenario, Airbus may emerge as the unexpected winner in the ongoing rivalry. The financial impact of Boeing's delays on Cathay Pacific cannot be overstated. As the airline waits for the 777X, it is forced to continue operating its aging fleet, which results in increased maintenance costs and less efficient operations. The original plan was to replace these older aircraft with the 777X, reducing operational costs and improving fleet efficiency. However, with no clear timeline for delivery, Cathay has had to extend the life of its existing planes. This not only increases maintenance expenses, but also puts pressure on the airline to perform costly cabin upgrades and other short-term fixes. These added costs are cutting into Cathay's ability to reinvest in its future growth. Moreover, the uncertainty surrounding the 777X means that Cathay financial forecasting has become far more complicated, forcing the airline to adjust its strategy and possibly shift focus to alternative aircraft models, such as those offered by Airbus. Cathay Pacific's frustration with the delays of the 777X could have significant consequences for the entire aviation industry. By publicly voicing its concerns, the airline is not only challenging Boeing, but also setting an example for other major carriers facing similar issues. Airlines across the globe, such as Emirates, Lufthansa, and Qatar Airways, are closely watching the situation and may follow Cathay's lead if the delays continue. This could force a shift in fleet planning, with airlines reconsidering their long-term strategies and possibly turning to Airbus for more reliable options. Cathay's move also sends a message to the entire industry that no airline is willing to accept prolonged delays or uncertainty. As the pressure mounts on Boeing, it could lead to a wider trend of airlines seeking more dependable alternatives, reshaping the competitive dynamics between Boeing and Airbus in the long-haul market. The industry is at a critical crossroads. Boeing is now under immense pressure to resolve the issues surrounding the 777X, as the delays are threatening to undermine its long-standing relationships with key airline customers like Cathay Pacific. The company must act swiftly to restore trust and credibility, or it risks losing significant market share. Cathay's public frustration is just the tip of the iceberg. Other airlines are also growing increasingly dissatisfied with the delays. Boeing must either fix the technical problems causing the setbacks or face the possibility of losing its customers to Airbus, which is offering more reliable alternatives. The stakes are high for Boeing, as this situation could impact not only current orders, but also future partnerships. To prevent further damage to its reputation, Boeing must provide clear delivery timelines, ensure product reliability, and regain the confidence of its airline customers before the industry shifts entirely towards Airbus. The clock is ticking and the pressure is mounting. The future of Cathay Pacific and Boeing now hangs in the balance. With the 777X still delayed, Cathay faces a difficult decision: continue waiting for an aircraft that may never arrive, or pivot to alternatives like Airbus, which is already providing reliable, timely deliveries. Other major airlines are closely watching Cathay's move, and their decision could trigger a domino effect, leading to more shifts in fleet planning across the industry. For Boeing, the situation is critical. It must resolve the ongoing delays and regain the trust of its airline partners, or risk further damage to its reputation and market share. The question remains: will Boeing make the necessary changes to fix its problems? Or will this prolonged uncertainty push Cathay and others to find a more reliable partner? The next few months will be crucial in determining the future dynamics of the global aviation market. The pressure on Boeing has never been greater.